Namaste. In this short video, we will talk about the level change application, the various questions that are asked in the application so that you can fill the application more easily. So the application starts with some basic questions like your email, your full name, your mobile number, and then you're required to update or upload your latest photograph, which should not be more than 1 month old. You can even take a selfie and upload it. Your face should be clearly visible, but by all means, please ensure that your photograph is not older than 1 month. The next question asks if you have any ongoing health issues or health problems that you could be taking medications for. This is a very important question because as you go higher in the Arhathic levels, it is important that your body is healthy. So by answering this question, it helps to understand whether you would be able to take up higher energies that get generated as you go along. From there, the application seeks to understand some other information about your Arhathic Yoga preparatory course. Which year and which month did you complete your prep course and under whom? I think it's a straightforward question. If you are applying for level 1, then please upload your Arhathic preparatory certificate. However, if you are applying for level 2, please upload your Arhathic Yoga level 1 certificate. Similarly, if you are applying for Arhathic level 3.1, then please upload your level 2 certificate and so on. Which also means you also need to indicate which level you are applying for. So if you are currently practicing Arhathic preparatory, then in the form you would select that you're applying for level 1. If you are already practicing level 1, you would say, and you're applying for level 2, then you select level 2. Okay. And also specify the highest or the latest Arhathic level that you are practicing and since when. Please note the word practicing. Now, the remainder of the application essentially tries to understand the practice of the various pillars, starting with the practice of meditations, meditation on twin hearts, inner breath, meditation on the soul, and Arhathic Dhyan. How often do you practice these meditations? Please indicate that in the application. We also seek to understand, in your own words, what is the importance of meditation on twin hearts in your spiritual progress? You've been doing twin hearts since the beginning of your pranic healing journey. You have probably many experiences, many benefits. So just articulate or mention as detailed as possible. Avoid 1 or 2 words or one-line statements. Elaborate how do you see the role of meditation twin hearts in your progress. And in the end, you also are required to answer if do you practice any meditations other than Arhathic meditations which are taught by master. Okay, so if yes, please provide those details. Which other meditations do you practice? The next section of the form deals with the practice of purifications. As you know that there are 2 types of purification, physical and psychological or inner purification. So starting with the physical purification, how often do you practice physical and breathing exercises? Then the next question seeks to understand your approach for inner purification also. What do you do? How often do you do? these practices of inner reflection, firm resolution, or blue triangles, and so on. So again, explain how do you approach this purification. And then if you have been consistent with your practice, you may want to highlight or mention in your own understanding and belief which virtue you have improved the most upon in the last 12 months. And what is the rationale? Why do you believe so? Maybe you could mention some examples, which helps us to understand that you really have changed and improved upon a certain virtue. Another question seeks to understand your practice of sublimation of sex energy. The next part of the form deals with the practice of service. Now, often this is not emphasized enough when Arhathic practitioners progress in their spiritual journey in the Arhathic levels. While you could be doing your meditations, you could be doing your purifications, but this is extremely, extremely important. So we request that you reflect before answering these questions and provide as much details as possible. Starting with how many people you have introduced meditation on Twin Hearts to. You have taught maybe Twin Hearts to someone, or you even conduct in a smaller setting the meditation on Twin Hearts regularly with some people, and so on. It could be your own family members, it could be your friends at office, or some of your relatives, or where you work. If you're a teacher, maybe you have taught this to your students, and so on. And then, how many hours of service do you do in a month on an average, particularly in relation to master's work and foundations activities or events? Service can take many forms. When you do healings, especially free healings, that is called service. Or if you have arranged or inspired students to learn pranic healing, you have even organized basic pranic healing class or any other classes. When I say organize, it simply means not only arranging students, but also volunteer your time during the class to work with the instructor, to arrange everything, logistics, and so on. So you have spent your time and energy for that. Or you could have even organized healing camps or introductory sessions. Or you may have even participated in the healing camps in the foundation. So think about it, specify details, how regularly do you do healings, and so on. Remember, this is one of the most important parts of the application. We also need to understand the practice of tithing. So please provide approximate details of your tithing towards master's work, towards foundation or ashram, MCKS, Food for Hungry Foundation. You can also include any other tithing that you do apart from the 3 or 4 headings that we have mentioned here. Okay. From there, the application asks questions around the pillar of study. So please elaborate what all books recommended by master that you have studied or any other books. But more importantly, how have you applied the teachings and the wisdom in your own life based on the books that you have read? So it's not just about reading and forgetting about it. It's about really internalizing the teachings, the wisdom, and be able to improve our life. We live these teachings, right? So that's what this question tries to understand. And for your own Growth, personal growth. Have you attended any other healing modality or any other spiritual schools that you have been to? You could elaborate these details here as well. And finally, some questions around how do you see the role of master in your own life, your connection, your experience, and so on. Why do you want to apply for the next level? What is it that you seek by trying to come to the next Arhathic level? How many retreats you have attended with Yoga Vidya Pranic Healing Foundation of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh specifically since the last level that you got, or prep course, whichever is higher. And in the end, the application asks you to sign or click on the vow of secrecy. So these are some of the questions that you would see in the application. Hope this short video helps you in filling the application properly. Feel free to reach out to the foundation if you still need more help. Thank you for being here, for listening, and wish you all the very best. Atma Namaste.